Hey everybody, I am going to try this. I am not at home, so it's a little makeshift setup. Let me see if I can get this phone in the holder and adjusted correctly. Hopefully that will happen before anybody jumps on and sees. Hope everybody had a good Monday. Yay! Okay. All right, now I think I know where my space is to be able to work. There we go. Slide that right over there so it's out of my way, but you can still see it. All right, let me turn the sound on over here just to make sure it's coming through. Okay, that's got that in the picture. Okay, I think it is working. Okay. All right, it seems to be. Okay, I will be able to watch for comments on the laptop. There we go. I don't have a lot of stuff with me, but I do obviously have a few things. We are going to work with the hand pinned petals stamp set, and we are also going to work with the beautifully pinned designer series paper that is part of the celebration. As you know, celebration goes, it is one, sorry, let me back up a little bit. Celebration is, this is the first time they've done two celebrations in 1 year. So it happened August and September for the second time in 2021. So it will end on Thursday. So for every $50 worth of product you purchase, I will try not to bump the table. You get to pick something out of the little celebration catalog to be able to redeem for your product purchase. I can tell you this bedazzling 6x6 designer series paper or specialty paper is already sold out. You cannot get that anymore. But this stamp set is still there. This paper that I'm using tonight is still available. This paper is still available, and you can draw on it to color it however you want. This stamp set and the dies are still available. Of course, you have to do two $50 purchases to get both. Textures and frames is still available. This set of dies that coordinates with Shaded Summer is still available. But Shaded Textures and Frames is with a $50 purchase. This set of dies is with a $100 purchase. And Delicate Dahlias is with a $100 purchase. So if you're going to place an order and your order is $149 or below, use this host code and I'll send you something happy in the mail. If it's over $150, you just place your order and get your own benefits. If your order reaches if you're like hosting a party and your order is over $300, then you can get this stamp set, the In Your Words. Or now is also a great time to join our team for $99, and you pick $125 worth of product, and you also get to choose from one of these bundles that is in the mini catalog. So they're listed right here for you to choose from. So if you're interested in the starter kit, you don't have to sell, you just get your meet your quarterly minimums and get your discounts, then and be part of the Homegrown Stampers and be part of our team. We do some fun stuff, and you get your discounts. You get $125 worth of product plus a free bundle right now through the end of September for $99 and free shipping straight to your door. So that's a good little deal. So there's all of that. I will put that aside and let's make a card. So I don't have my circle dies. I don't have a circle punch with me. So I am still going to try to freehand one of these little flowers right here because I want to use it. I was trying to look around in here and see if I had something that was a circle that I could trace around it, but no, I am just gonna freehand it. We will do our best. So this is kind of got to be the focal point of my card. Well, it's not exactly a circle, but it'll still work. So I'm going to lay that right there. Hi, I'm glad you've joined me, whoever that might be that's watching with me tonight. Glad you're here. And then I'm going to set that piece of paper to the side temporarily. Lay this other paper out of my way. And I'm going to use this gorgeous grape, and my card base is going to be 5.5 by 8.5. So let me cut that and score it. I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. Lay that there. And then I'm going to get a piece of that paper and I'm going to cut it at, let me get my little cheat paper. I want it to be 4 inches, so I'm going to cut it at 4 right here. At 5 1/4. So that's going to be my on the front. It's a layer. And then that, I'm going to make it be, let's see. Well, I just dropped that. A little bit smaller. And cut a 1/2 inch off of that all the way around. Let's see what size it is. Since I don't have my grid paper with me, it's at 3 and let's cut it to 3 1/2 just so that it's easy. There we go. And then I would like a piece of this paper because I want the back of it. And I want about 2 inches. I want where I cut that off so I'm not wasting that. So let me extend the arm of my so 2 inches. Actually, let's go 2.5. So cut it at 9.5. Perfect. And then I want it to be 3. Yes. And then I need a piece of basic white. And that is in my little tote over here. One moment. And okay. Can set that down beside me. Grab my bone folder. And then we'll start layering our card. And of course you can make your card base whatever you want it to be. If you wanted this to be a monochromatic and do black and white card, that would be absolutely gorgeous. But I thought I'd add a little splash of color by adding the Gorgeous Grape. All right, and let me pull in this silicone mat and show you another way to get your Stampin' Seal to start running. So start it on your mat, and that just grabs a hold of that little tape runner, and then it starts running your seal right on there. And then you don't get adhesive on your fingers. So layer that on your card. Then I'm going to put this side up. Don't know why I did that. It's supposed to be a square. Put it right there. So this is basically showing you all 4 sides of the same designer series paper that I've used. And I just ran out of seal. Let me grab another one. I am so glad I brought 2. I'm going to put this right here. And I brought some dimensionals. I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals. I'm out of town for a 2-day in a row interpreting assignment, and it was quite a haul, so my work graciously got me a hotel room so I don't have to get up and try to drive so early in the morning to get here. So I am very, very thankful. So in order to pull our gorgeous grape to the forefront, I am going to, this is going to be a thank you card. Pull the thanks out of here. And I just brought big blocks because I wasn't sure what I was going to stamp. So I'm going to stamp it just like that. Pull in my gorgeous grape. Tap, tap, tap. Stamp it right here so I'm not wasting so much paper. There we go. Set that right up there. Close this up. I'm going to lay that to the top, grab up my paper trimmer. You could use your scissors or your paper snips if you wanted to, but I don't cut straight. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer and just pull that around, cut a little bit more off of that end. I don't have that in the view of the camera, sorry. And there we go. Pull in the card again. I'm also going to put it on dimensionals. I'm gonna put it right here. So I'm gonna stick 2 more dimensionals on there just to, but not super close to this edge because it's gonna overlap with the and if you wanted to, you could grab your gorgeous grape colors, blends, or markers. Let's see, I did not bring those. Nope. And color those flowers, and that would be very pretty. So there's that one. Now let's make one really pop. All right, I am going to lay this one to the side or up above out of our way. And I am going to grab another color. Let me see where I stacked my colors. Like that one, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Okay, I hope I've got it in my box. Let's see. Yes. Polished pink. All right. So it is going to be our card base. So let's do what we always do. Make sure our paper trimmer is cut or laying the correct direction. 5 1/2. scored at 4 1/4. And then let's get some more of those pretty papers. I'm going to use different ones. Put that one at the bottom. But I'm still going to go with dots on the top. So we've got one of those over here already. So I need it cut at four. And I'm going to cut this one at, it doesn't need to be 5 1/4. I'm going to cut it at 3. And then our dots, I'm going to cut it at 4. And I'm going to cut it at 2 1/2. Okay. And then our polished pink, I am going to cut a strip. Let me see if I've got any. Nope. I'm going to cut a strip that's about 1 inch long or wide. And then it needs to be 5 1/4. Nope, it needs to be 4. Because that's how wide our designer series paper is over there. All right. Now, let's make this one. Okay. So let's start with stamping. I'm going to get our thank you, or our thanks, and I'm going to grab our polished pink, and since that's got Gorgeous Grape on it, I need to clean that off. And I don't need it to be tone on tone, I'm sorry. I need to grab our Memento. Try my best not to shake the table so that it doesn't shake the viewing. All right, there we go. Now let's layer our card. Remember, fold it in half where we've scored it at 4 1/4. I'm going to put this on the bottom. Make sure I'm still in the camera view. just wanted to give you more ideas on how to use this designer series paper. I love it. So make sure you've got about the same border all the way around. It's going to overlap the bottom one a little bit, and that's totally fine. Okay. Then we're going to put this one on. I'm going to put 2 strips of adhesive. Got really close to that edge. That's okay. And see, we're going to cover up our seam right here. And now, for the star of our party, let's pull this color in, or this paper back in. And let's grab our polished pink. If we brought it. If we didn't, we're using Magenta Madness because I've got that in my hand. Oh, I did. Yay. So our blends, let's start with the dark. And color some flowers. And actually, I want that one 3 times because so I'm just going to color that one and cut it out. And I'm coloring on my silicone mat because I don't want to color the desk because it's not my desk. And the blends will really go through this paper because it's designer series paper and not cardstock. Light polished pink. And I did not bring my color lifter, but I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna fussy cut, so it will be totally fine if I don't stay right in those lines. If you're watching this on the replay, give me some thumbs up or some hearts if you like this card or the first card I did. I'll show them both at the end again. Since I have a little bit of time after this and I don't have kitties scratching at the door tonight, I will move them over to my YouTube channel and get that shared tonight, hopefully. All right, so let's make those stand out a little bit better. All right. Yes, that's kind of wasting a strip of paper, but to get 3 little flowers, but I like those little flowers. And I could have stamped them on cardstock from the hand-pinned petals, but these are just as easy. They were already stamped for me. These are a little bit smaller than the other ones, but that's okay. All right, and there's one. I know, too much fussy cutting. But I wanted to show you the versatility of the paper, the different combinations that you can come up with. And if you are lacking in mojo, or you just are like, I don't know what to do, Pinterest is a great place to look. Everything that I put up, share it. Copy and share. That's what case means. Copy and share everything. I feel like that is one of the most sincerest things, forms of flattery, if you will, is if somebody likes my cards well enough to copy them. So, and to be honest with you, that's where I get a lot of my inspiration. Sometimes I like a lot of people's cards. It's like, oh, I like that one. I believe I'll copy their card. And I do give them credit for it. So if I've pinned it on my Pinterest board and I've made it, I will also document it when I copy their card and say, hey, I like it. Matter of fact, this card is coming from hippofrogdesigns.co.uk. I changed it up a little bit. She used a different designer series paper right here, and she probably used the stamp from the hand pinned petals. She did use the stamp set. So you can get your ideas, and she used basic black and layered as a layer behind those. So, but you can still get your ideas, and it doesn't have to be exactly. But I feel like that is a great way to say, hey, I like your work enough that I'm gonna take it and not take it and steal it. I'm just gonna take it and use it, but I'm also gonna give you credit for coming up with the design. So now I'm going to grab some dimensionals and put on the back of those, one on each. The backs of these dimensionals come off super easy. I've never had a pack do that. I'm not complaining because I like that they come off very easy. Makes my job much easier. Then I'm going to kind of layer those right there. And you could use your scissors or your bone folder and kind of ruffle those up to give those a little bit more dimension, or just curl them with your fingers. So there's 2 cards tonight using the same pack of Designer Series paper. You could have put it on black to keep it monochromatic, or give it the pops of color like I've done tonight. So, or use it like we did last week and keep it black and white. All right, there's the 2 cards for tonight. Whoops, let me get them down in the view. And over. There we go. And don't forget to decorate your envelope, and you can, these are light enough that you could write inside with a black ink pen, or you can put your white cardstock inside. However you want to do it, it's your card. So hope you've had a good night. Hope you've enjoyed the cards, and I will see you again Monday. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Happy stamping.